Beyond the Gates, the ultimate deep dive and theory breakdown week of January 12 to 16, 2026. Hey, Fairmont Crest family. Welcome back to the channel that lives, breathes, and occasionally screams at the television over everything beyond the gates. If you thought the drama in late 2025 was peak soap opera, hold on to your designer hats because the week of January 12th to the 16th, 2026, is about to set our screens on fire. We just got the official weekly preview promo, and I have spent the last 3 hours frame by frame analyzing every single look, every line of dialogue, and every shadow in the background to bring you the most comprehensive breakdown you'll find on the internet. We are talking about life-altering medical news, a marriage that might be ending in a murder attempt, and the arrival of a brand new face that is sure to shake up the uptown scene. So, grab your favorite drink, settle into your favorite chair, and let's crack the code on what's happening beyond the gates. Part 1. Decoding the promo, the atmosphere of Fairmont Crest. Before we get into the individual storylines, let's talk about the vibe of this promo. The editors at CBS are clearly leaning into a House of Cards style of tension this week. The music is darker, the cuts are faster, and there's a recurring theme of betrayal and biological threats. Whether it's the threat of cancer in the Dupree bloodline, or the threat of literal poison in the Hamilton household, the gates are no longer protecting these familiars, they're trapping them. The promo starts with a heavy emphasis on the Dupree villa, and you can almost feel the weight of the air in those scenes. But then, it pivots sharply to Joey Armstrong's menacing presence. This tells us that the week will be balanced between emotional tragedy and high-stakes thriller. Part 2. The Dupree DNA disaster, a mother's love versus a daughter's fear. Let's dive straight into the heart of the show. The Duprees. We left off on Friday, January 9th, with a devastating revelation. While the wild child Nicole Dupree, played by the fantastic Daphne Dupleix, somehow escaped the genetic shadow of breast cancer, our rock, Donnie Dupree, Karla Mosley, tested positive for the markers. The matriarch steps in. The preview opens with Anita and Vernon Dupree arriving at Donnie's place. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Tamara Tunie as Anita? She embodies that mama bear energy so perfectly. When she tells Andre Richardson to move aside because she's seen Donnie's bare backside since birth, it's not just a funny line, it's a power move. Anita is asserting her dominance over the household. She's saying, I don't care about your boundaries or your privacy right now. My daughter is hurting, and I'm the only one who can fix it. My theory: I think Vernon Clifton Davis is going to be the silent MVP here. While Anita is loud and proactive, Vernon sees the internal toll this is taking on Donnie. I suspect Donnie is going to feel a sense of genetic betrayal. Why her? Why not Nicole, who has lived a much more reckless life? This is going to create a fascinating psychological rift between the sisters. We might see Donnie spiral into a why me depression, or Nicole battles intense survivor's guilt. Part 3. The Hamilton Tea Party, from hell, poison, or paranoia. If you had Hayley tries to kill Bill with Earl Grey on your 2026 bingo card, you might be winning. One of the most shocking clips in the promo shows Bill Hamilton Timon Durrett literally losing his mind in his office. When Hayley Marquita Goings offers him tea, he doesn't just decline, accuses her of poisoning him. Analyzing Bill's mental state. Is Hayley actually a Black Widow? Let's look at the facts. Hayley is younger, she's ambitious, and she has definitely felt the sting of Bill's controlling nature lately. But poisoning, that feels almost old school for a modern woman like Hayley. The theory of the third party. I have a gut feeling that Bill is being poisoned, but not by Hayley. Think about it. Bill has spent the last year making enemies in the real estate and legal worlds. What if someone is microdosing his office water supply or his daily vitamins? If Bill starts hallucinating or feeling ill, the first person he'd blame is the person closest to him, person who stands to gain the most from his death. If this is a setup by an outside enemy, maybe Joey Armstrong, It's brilliant. It destroys Bill's marriage and his mental health in one go. Watching Timon Durrett play this level of frantic energy is going to be incredible. We usually see Bill as the smartest guy in the room. Seeing him scared and vulnerable is a game changer. Part 4. New blood Grayson Perez arrives in Uptown. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, January 13th. The legendary Jordi Vilasuso is making his debut as Grayson Perez. Now, the promo gives us a very steamy introduction. He's a lab technician, and he's already flirting up a storm with our favorite nurse, Ashley Morgan. Why Grayson matters. Aside from the obvious chemistry, it's Jordi Vilasuso. The man has chemistry with a brick wall. The fact that he's a lab technician is incredibly suspicious given the current storylines. We have to major medical plots right now. Johnny's genetic testing and Naomi's mysterious blood tests. The lab leak theory. Is Grayson just a romantic interest for Ashley? Or was he sent to Fairmont Crest to adjust some test results? We know the Duprees are the most powerful family in town. Someone might want them to think they are sick to lower their stock, or distract them from a business takeover. I'm keeping a very close eye on Grayson's first few scenes. If he asks too many questions about the Dupree files, we'll know he's not just there for the cherry stem tying lessons. Speaking of Ashley, can we give her a round of applause? She's been the emotional backbone for so many characters lately. Seeing her get a little bit of fire back in her life with a handsome newcomer is exactly what she deserves. I'm officially shipping Grashley until further notice. Part 5. The mystery of Nessa Joey's dark past surfaces. Now we get into the heavy hitter drama. Joey Armstrong Lindstrom is usually the one holding all the cards. But Leslie just found his joker. During a seemingly civil drink, Leslie drops the name Nessa short for Vanessa McBride. Who is Vanessa McBride? The reaction from Joey is visceral. He goes from cool casino mogul to potential serial killer in 3 seconds flat. He tells Leslie that he has killed people for less. This is huge, guys. We've always known Joey had a shady past in the gambling world, but this implies a specific, personal crime. The theory of the ghost. I think Vanessa McBride was either Joey's first wife or a business partner who disappeared when the Armstrong empire was being built. If Leslie has proof that Joey was involved in her disappearance, she doesn't just have leverage, he has a death warrant. But look at Joey's next move in the promo. He goes to see Bill Hamilton. He tells Bill things are complicated. This suggests a desperate alliance. Joey might be hiring Bill to legally bury whatever Leslie has found. And Bill, being the shark he is, looks delighted. He sees an opportunity to own Joey Armstrong. That, as the saying goes, when you dance with the devil, you don't change the devil changes you. Part 6. Sisterhood in the storm. Naomi and Chelsea. In the midst of all the corporate and murderous intrigue, we have a very human story unfolding at the hospital. Naomi Hawthorne Ariel Prepiter is seen talking to Ashley about her repeated blood tests. The line "this could change everything" is a classic soap trope, but the emotional weight is real. The bonding moment. The shot of Naomi and Chelsea Hamilton Ronera's Mantilla hugging is one of the most poignant moments of the preview. These two have had their ups and downs, but nothing brings sisters together like a family health crisis. They are facing the reality that their grandmother has breast cancer and their mother carries the gene. The psychological impact. This storyline is so important because it highlights the reality of hereditary illness. It's not just about the person who is sick. It's about the entire family tree looking at themselves and wondering, am I next? I expect a lot of tearjerker scenes this week as the Hamilton Hawthorne women grapple with their future. It's a beautiful contrast to the Pose and T. Dramoni family is fighting an internal battle with biology, while the other is fighting an external battle with each other. Part 7. The Friday cliffhanger. Leslie's last stand. Finally, let's talk about that ending. Leslie in a hotel room, holding a gun. with Detective Marcel Malone. Why the gun? Leslie is a manipulator, not a soldier. For her to be holding a firearm suggests that she is truly backed into a corner. Is she protecting herself from Joey? Or is she trying to frame Joey by making it look like he attacked her? The setup theory. I don't think Leslie intends to shoot the detective. I think she's performing. She wants the police to see her as a woman under threat. If she can convince Malone that Joey is trying to silence her because of what she knows about Nessa, she gets police protection and destroys Joey at the same time. However, Detective Malone Daryl W. Handy is no fool. He's seen it all in Fairmont Crest. The way Leslie tells him you have a lot to learn about Miss Leslie suggests she's about to reveal a whole new side of her person Oni. That is far more dangerous than the socialite we've come to know. Final thoughts and my predictions for the week. This week on Beyond the Gates is clearly designed to shift the power dynamics of the entire series. Here are my bold predictions. Till Hamilton will collapse by Wednesday, confirming he is being drugged. But the culprit will be revealed to the audience, not the characters, as someone totally unexpected, maybe a disgruntled employee or a rival lawyer. Johnny will reject Andre. In her fear, she's going to push away the man who loves her because she doesn't want him to watch her get sick. It's going to be heartbreaking. Grayson Perez will accidentally see something he shouldn't. Being a lab tech, he's going to stumble upon a file that links Joey Armstrong to a medical cover-up. The Nessa reveal will be the Friday cliffhanger. We won't find out who she is yet, but we'll see a photo or a piece of evidence that proves she's alive, or very, very dead. What do you think? I've laid out my theories, but I want to hear from the smartest fans in the world. Is Bill Hamilton hallucinating? Or is Hayley actually a villain in the making? Do you trust Grayson Perez? Or is he too handsome to be just a lab tech? What is Joey Armstrong hiding in his past? Drop your comments below. I read every single one of them, and I'll be responding to the best theories in my midweek recap video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe, so you never miss a moment of the Fairmont Crest drama. Next step for you. Would you like me to do a deep dive character study on Joey Armstrong's history to see if there are any hidden clues about Vanessa McBride that we might have missed in earlier episodes? Just let me know. Stay dramatic, my friends. See you beyond the gates.